We got a question from one of our service techs. He's part of one of the companies that's part of EGIA, and his company is moving to flat rate compensation. I know this is one of your areas of specialties. So flat rate compensation, his boss explained it to him, and he kind of reached out and said, hey, listen, my boss says this is going to be good for me because I'm a great worker and it's going to be about being a meritocracy, but he may not have done a great job explaining it. I'm not sold on it yet. Can you help me explain to a service tech why flat rate compensation is going to be advantageous to them?
Okay, good. Yeah, that's a great question. So by way of background, I'm a service technician. So that's how I started. I started out as a helper and became a service technician. I would not work for this person's company unless they paid me based on book time, flat rate time, performance-based compensation, whatever you want to call it. I think I know what he's getting at, but let me just tell him this. I wouldn't work there to be paid by the hour. I wouldn't do it. And here's why. And I understand the skepticism, because how can it be good for the boss and be good for an employee? I mean, that can't be, right? But truly, this is one of the few things that's good for your boss and good for you too. Here's why. There is no incentive for you to get fast if you're getting $25 an hour, because you're going to get your $25 no matter what. But suppose you and I said, I'm going to give you $25 to figure out what's wrong with a heat pump. And then I'll give you $25 to replace the fan motor. So you get $50 to go out there, figure out what's wrong. And if it's a fan motor, I'll give you $50. Now you have every incentive to do that job fast, quickly. So now you have an incentive to buy good tools. But the way you should look at it is, now you're getting paid back for owning good tools. Now you're getting rewarded for being able to make a quick, thorough diagnosis. Now you're being rewarded for being a quick, accurate technician, and you don't have to be angry that the next guy over here is getting paid the same 60 minutes as you, even though he doesn't take pride in his work, he doesn't have good tools, he doesn't have a clean truck, he isn't fast and efficient. So that's the main reason. Think of it another way. In an 8-hour day, if you're being paid by the hour, in an 8-hour day, how many hours can you get paid for? 8, right? So if you're being paid by the hour, in an 8-hour day, you're always going to get just 8 hours. Now, if you're a lawyer, it could be 12 in an 8-hour day, right? But as a service technician, that was a joke. As a service technician, in an 8-hour day, you're only getting paid for 8 hours. But if we negotiate flat rate time, you could conceivably get paid for 12 hours in an 8-hour day. And that, my friends, is a 50% pay raise.